Silver is breaking to the upside. Paul Atkins nominated as the new SEC chairperson, and RSR Reserve Protocol has been having a pump which has a connection to Paul Atkins. We'll take a look at all of that today, including live gold, Bitcoin analysis, silver analysis, maybe a chart request if we have time. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this on the replay, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But if you're watching live, you get to enjoy every single thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers. With me, Joe Main, in a hat today, I know. But look, in the first 1 minute of the show, what we do is the Synchronised Slurp, where you grab a tasty beverage. I might grab my tasty beverage. I grab my tasty beverage. You grab yours like you've never grabbed it before. And we slurp them synchronously together. It is the honor system. You must do it audibly wherever you are in the world. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, slurp it. Ooh, man, what a couple of days it has been. We're going out live on X, live on YouTube as well. Hit the big red subscribe button or hit the follow button to join the GMS family. You get a warm and fuzzy feeling when you do in all the necessary parts. I'm Joe Main. I am from Australia, Melbourne in Australia. I've worked in the retail, in the bullion dealer industry, gold, silver bullion dealer industry in Australia for 11 years. Been stacking precious metals since 2010. I've been stacking crypto since 2013. And I've been stacking skills as well. This is the Stackers show. In the first few minutes, we do the shout-outs. Then we get to the topics of the day. And then at some point, I kind of tend to break them up and put them up as little separate things on X and whatnot. Speaking of, though, I really need you. I need you to follow me on X. I'm just going to do that right now. Let me just quickly show you. Can you follow me on X? That would be really lovely. Let me just cross that off. I am going live. I'm not buffering either, and that's even better to see. Let me just quickly plug the X account. And of course, the show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, and Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Hit the like button. It helps with the algorithm. Please follow me on X. I'm going live there right now. That is currently, the username is Joe in General, x.com/Joe in General. Whole bunch of new followers in the last 24, 48 hours. Talking about a bunch of different things, of course, crypto related, precious metals related, a little bit politically spicy too. Joe in General right there. I am transitioning from a faceless account to a personal account. That's been really good. Just out of interest, if you have been thinking about building a profile on X, don't go anonymous, just go personal. It adds to the credibility and all that. So you can see I'm live right here and all the other stuff I do. Really would love you to follow me there because you're going to get me much more than just, an hour every morning. You want me all day, don't you? Of course you do. That is x.com. Let's go back and do some shout outs and then we'll do all the normal stuff we do, including today's topics. Let's see, people. Mark, Florida. I love that you're always usually the first one, Mark. GMS so close to 900. Yes, 887 subscribers. A bunch of new subscribers in the last 24, 48 hours. A lot of crypto-related stuff. And that's a good thing because we stack all that stuff. Niels Hans Dynasty. Niels Han Dynasty. Welcome again. Like, share, subscribe. Yes. Morning, Joe, says Jason Ashworth. Morning, Jason. Good to see you. Aha. Tony Peterson is back. Chat Mum is here. Everyone say hello to Chat Mum. 100% tariffs on BRICS nations. Yes, we talked about that. You weren't here, Tony. We talked about that 2 days ago. I don't think you were in the chat at the time. Could be wrong. Get with the program, man. GMS. Lance is back. Great to see you. Yep. Now, Gurimori on my weekly check-in. Your weekly, it is weekly now, it seems to be. I'm going to say again, that's going to be some kind of Irishy kind of, that Welshy kind of thing. I don't think it's Nordic. Tell me what language that is, please. Good morning, chat fam. Hey, Mark, how's Florida going? Yes, I want to know, how is Florida going, Lance? Florida going, Mark? I want to get back and visit again next year, says Lance to Mark. I'm just repeating what you guys are talking to each other about. Let's see. Yeah, Trump wants to make Canada the 51st state. He's joking. He doesn't want to, but that's a funny joke. It's like, well, hey, If you don't come to the party, maybe we'll just take you. And you can be the governor. Good old Trudeau. Synchronised Slurp. You got to love the synchronised Slurp. That's right. That will make Trudeau a governor instead of a prime minister. That's right. Mark on Florida. I just want to know how Florida is Florida to us natives, locals, but you're welcome to visit anytime. Let's see. I had to go to Cairns that morning. Oh, that's why we're talking. Speaking of Cairns, I will be in Cairns next year at some time. I'll have to give you the date, but with the U2 show, Achtung Baby, I'm a singer in a U2. I've been an entertainer for 25 years, if you don't know, and I'm currently in a U2 tribute band as a Bono. I was Afrikaans. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know that. Jason, thanks, Lance. Afrikaans. All right, good to know. Let's see. What do we do here, people? I think we'll start with precious metals. We'll usually go precious metals, then into crypto. That's how I'm going to basically do the show at the moment. I need more coffee. Philip and Terence. Ah, hello, Philip. Should be the governors. They would do a better job than the current Prime Minister of Canada. Philip and Terence would rock it, I think. Let's talk about silver breaking over 31 USD. We'll do live gold, silver, platinum analysis, maybe gold to silver ratio. Then we'll go into crypto, etc. After that, I will share the screen to silver. Let's have a look, party people. This is silver on the monthly time frame. Price in USD $31.29 US cents. We'll pop to the daily. Here you go. We are back above. So far, back above 31 US dollars. Good to see we have matched this little interim high. So we're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods until we creep over $32.50. As you know, that will be final hurdle, haven't spelled that correctly, for new highs soon. You start cracking above 31.50 and then bounce off at a support, then I'd be saying, new highs, new interim highs, not all-time highs, but breaking 35 would be coming really, really soon. So if you do that, that's looking very positive. Until we're above there, 31's a good start, but we need to hold that, okay? And you need to break that $31.50 area in particular. Okay, so hey, if you see that, yeah, cool. This could certainly have a fake out. So yeah, it could do something like that. You never know. I'm still going to remain 80% sure we see lower prices from here. I should probably be pairing that back to maybe a 60 or a 70, but I'm going to say 80% from here. I'm probably very incorrect with that because we are creeping up on the daily time frame on the relative strength index. Okay, we're above that level that resistance level right there that I put in yesterday. So I'm probably wrong. It's just that. And I'll show you gold very quickly. Gold's not over the mother of all trend lines yet. It has been skirting it, but it could be completely wrong on this. That's why I asked yesterday, was I wrong about silver in terms of it seeing lower prices from here? Yeah, it could be completely wrong. I'm going to remain 80% sure at this stage. I really got to see it clear the 32.50 mark, but the 31 mark is a good sign, and we're creeping up on the relative strength index. That's a good sign too. I remain, and I still am, just so everyone knows, I am still moving some of my silver portfolio into the crypto universe at the moment. Regardless of silver going up, I'm seeing crypto go up further. So just out of interest, and I'm not in Bitcoin, I'm in just altcoins. So if we have a quick look at, and I'm not saying don't buy silver. Silver's been money for thousands of years. It's been the money of the people, and you should absolutely do it. But if I take a look at, for example, Total 3 measures altcoins, so it measures everything except Bitcoin and Ethereum. So it measures everything else. It includes Sol as well, but Sol's, I'd still call it an altcoin. We are getting overvalued, okay, on the daily time frame, on the altcoin to silver market, but I have been playing this move. So far, I have been increasing my stack, my silver stack, by playing the altcoin market in crypto. It's very overvalued right now on the daily time frame. If I look at that on the weekly time frame, though, weekly, we've just gone to extremely overvalued. It's got room to move. And on the monthly time frame, again, this is the altcoin market, crypto altcoin market versus silver, we're not even extremely overvalued. So I think that has a definite room to move. That's why I'm currently riding the crypto wave with some of my silver, but I'm doing it all, as you know, to get right back in to silver again. So it's really good to see silver have this little move above 31. Just need to see it creep and hold above $32.50. And so we're just kind of ranging at the moment. Line in the sand is $29.80. You break that again right back down to 28 at least, which is the top end of the best buy zone. Yeah, that's silver. Speaking of gold, because we did take a look at it just before, gold, as I said, it's skirting around the mother of all trend lines. Okay, so have a look at this. This is interesting. It keeps annoying me a lot. For some reason, this daily time frame has it sitting just at or just above the mother of all trend lines, but every other time frame has it sitting still below it. So I'm going to say that the daily is wrong because the rest of them are showing it decently under. Okay, so ignore the daily. I'm going to have to show you. But at some point, the daily then flips to correct. There you go. Now it just flips to correct for some reason. I don't know why it does that. So this is the correct daily look. Okay, 2,650 US dollars per gold ounce. It is still under the mother of all trend lines. However, I have been saying it has been forming consolidation in time just under resistance. That's usually a bullish sign. I'm not saying 100% it's going up from here. You had that perfect spike just a few days ago to exactly the mother of all trend lines. If I show you the relative strength index, double top there, that was there. That's a pretty damn decent move down in gold. I am sitting really on the fence with it, though technically while under this downtrend line, I am saying 80% sure at this stage that lower prices are coming. I'll remain with that as I am for silver. Watch out for $2,500-ish, and then watch out for $2,250-ish, the best buy zone. Yeah. Until we're above there, then we'll talk Turkey. We'll talk higher prices, okay? That's all you really need to know. Got to clear and hold about 2,670 at this stage. For new all-time highs to come really, really soon, it has to crack and hold above 2,735. That's my final hurdle for new all-time highs coming imminently, not in weeks and weeks, not in months and months, but like days away. You start cracking above there, and then I'm saying, oh crap, good news, you're going to break a new all-time high in probably the next 72 hours after that, something like that. As long as it holds above that 2,735. We're not there yet. Under the mother of all trend lines, bias is to the downside at this stage. If I take a look at Bitcoin versus gold, for example, then you would see, oh, okay, Bitcoin versus gold is... This would give me pause. Bitcoin to gold ratio, giving me pause. We've just had this move up. That's because Bitcoin has had we're creeping back up to 100K. We'll get to that in the second half of the show. But yeah, Bitcoin to gold looks like it's going to be potentially breaking its previous all-time high, which is right here. Sorry, people, that's the monthly time frame. That's looking pretty good in terms of Bitcoin versus gold. We're not talking versus silver. We're not talking altcoins versus silver. We're talking purely Bitcoin versus gold, okay? Looks like it's going to continue its run for a period of time, and I don't know how long that is, but it's about to break its all-time high. You break through this top end of this purple triangle, this purple rectangle. Yeah, that's looking good for Bitcoin versus gold for a period of time. And then one day it will completely turn around and gold will be way better to be in than Bitcoin. Okay, way, way better. Because it'll start to have its time in the sun again. If I show you the gold to Bitcoin ratio, I know this is I'm talking about precious metals, but we need to measure it against other things. That's why we're doing the ratio. Gold to Bitcoin, okay, currently down. So this is just the inverse of that chart that I just showed you. It has broken the arc right there, and it's going into all-time low territory. Okay, so it looks like gold has never been, and it's about to be even more potentially, never been lower against Bitcoin than it has ever been previously. Okay, it's got room to move down. At some point, though, it will tick over. To give you an example, here's the relative strength index of the gold to Bitcoin market. As you know, the relative strength index always goes through periods of extremely overvalued and extremely undervalued. In this ratio case, you're talking about gold in this area here would be extremely undervalued versus Bitcoin, and we haven't hit there yet. So it's got some room to move. Okay, that's on the weekly time frame, and on the monthly, I don't even have one there. The case for gold against Bitcoin would be, I guess, that on the daily time frame, we have already been an extremely undervalued already. So this could be the bottoming for the gold to Bitcoin ratio, right? It might be better to be in gold versus Bitcoin very soon. Okay, just keep that all in mind. That is gold, and I gave you those levels. Let's take a quick look at platinum. Platinum's interesting. It is highly underperforming gold and silver at the moment. It is back down. Okay, I did say, give me 1 second. That's what I wanted. I thought I'd put the fan on, but it didn't work. What I wanted to see, if you wanted to see platinum, this is on the US dollars 940. If you wanted to see platinum continue up, you needed to see it hold 945 until we were above at least 960, 970. Though I said lower prices are probably coming. We're testing this uptrend line once again. The more times you test it and more times in a short amount of time, the more likely it is to be taken out. With gold, I think, bias is to the downside. Silver is biased to the downside. Even though we've had that little uptick, my bias is still down. My bias for platinum is still down at this stage. Watch out for 920, but I think we still head down to the best buy zone once again. That's anywhere between $900 to $750 US dollars with... anything can happen. So why listen to me, right? Anything can happen, but out of interest, I think we do get into the belly of the best buy zone. And 870 and 840 are your major support levels. Okay. This best buy zone is your best risk to reward in platinum. Okay. You could certainly wait for lower prices if you want, even lower than 750, or you could get in now, but there's no confirmation that we're in a full bull, any kind of bull market properly for platinum. That's not until you start closing above 1,115 US dollars. That's my final hurdle for full-on bull run for platinum. We're nowhere near there at the moment. We're not even in the getting excited area, which is between here and here. We're in the okay, here we go again. But it might be a blessing for you. Definitely the best buy zone. 750. Bottom end of the best buy zone. I don't think we'd get there. Okay, that would be a very good risk to reward ratio. And I would say anywhere in here is a good risk to reward. That's why I put it there. Duh. That is platinum. Let's take quickly a look at the gold to silver ratio. It is, oh God, that's a lot of lines, isn't it? Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. You get precious metals analysis and you get crypto analysis in the second half as well. And I take chart requests. I've had a lot of chart requests recently, but we are going to take a look specifically at RSR today. So I've done my own chart request. I've chart requested myself. That is a potential head and shoulders playing out. This is good news for silver holders versus gold. You want to see this absolutely tank. Below here, 80.5 confirms long-term silver dominance. We're not there yet, but we might be trickling down. I did mention a potential left shoulder head. If you do something like that, that's the right shoulder, and that would set up a move down to there. Let's hope that does that for our silver holders. But at the moment, we're back below major resistance, that uptrend line right there. So that would be the most likely scenario. If silver's going to continue, you would do something like that. That would be really good, wouldn't it? And then back down there, then you're talking about the lower ratio prices. We won't get into that. We did that yesterday. That is the gold to silver ratio so far, moving in silver's advantage. Yeah, cool. I am going to tell you about my brand partners, Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Australia's only bullion dealer to give you free shipping when you buy over a certain amount. No other bullion dealer in Australia dares to do it, okay? You've got some numismatic bullion dealers like the pretty coins and the collectible in the boxes with the certificates of authentication and all that stuff. You've got those who might do some free shipping because they're much, much higher premiums. But no regular bullion dealer is offering you free shipping even when you buy over any amount whatsoever. Unless they screwed up your order for some reason and they're giving you free shipping as a recompense. So look, perthbullion.com.au. It's the place to be. Okay, it really is. I've worked for 3 major bullion dealers, and Perth Bullion Exchange are doing everything the way I would do it if I was starting my own bullion dealership. Got it? Good. Ricky from Perth Bullion Exchange doing an amazing job. A great range, great prices, great premiums. And then you factor in the free shipping thing as well. Come on, man. Come on, man. As Biden would say, why are you not buying from Perth Bullion Exchange? Add them to your list of bullion dealers. perthbullion.com.au. Add wealthstack.com to your phone. Download it for Android or iPhone. Wealthstack.com is an unallocated gold program. Some of you are like, if I don't hold it in my hands at every single minute of the day when I go to work, it's third-party counter risk. Yeah, well, your house could get broken into, or your stash could get found buried in the backyard, or whatever, okay? There's different forms of holding precious metals. This is just another different form. If it's not for you, that's okay. I would highly recommend looking into it. It's spot plus 1% to buy gold, whether you're buying 100 grand's worth, $1 million worth, or $10 worth. You can buy a minimum of $10 of gold, a fraction of gold, of a gram of gold for spot plus 1%. Where else can you do that? Okay, so it's a great way to accumulate slowly. Tell your normie friends about it, your friends and family. You've been trying to convince them. They won't listen. They don't get the collecting thing. They still think you're a collector. Get them to download the thing and just spread this to the masses, and then eventually it's the gateway drug that will wake them up to us, and they'll go, yeah, I've been doing that gold thing on Wealthstack for a bit, but now I think I want to buy the physical. Speaking of physical, you will be able to redeem for physical gold coming down the track. A few months' time, quite possibly. I'm going to check in with the CEO of Wealthstack. I did an interview with David Ski just a couple of months ago on the channel. Find that. I might check in with them, just see what's the latest update. How far away is physical gold redemption coming? How far away is silver coming? Platinum coming? How far away is the debit card, which is also coming? Pay for your everyday goods and services in gold and silver. Come on, it's just great. No transfer fees, no storage fees, 100% one-to-one backed by real physical metal. And even though this is not a crypto company, nothing to do with crypto, all that kind of stuff, they give you, as an extra incentive, they give you a Wealthstack Gold, a WSG token, okay? Just as the extra claim of receipt as well. So you don't just get an email saying, congratulations, you have 3 grams of gold in your unallocated account. They also give you a blockchain-based receipt of claim too. So it's just like extra security as well. Wealthstack.com, man, you'd be mental not to at least check it out. Let's do some quick shout-outs, some quick more comments, and then we'll get into our crypto talk of the day, including talking about Paul Atkins, the new SEC nominated by Trump, and how that relates to the crypto of the day that we're going to be talking about, which is reserve rights, reserve protocol. Wait till precious metal stackers hear about reserve rights for the first time. I'll talk about it soon. Let's do some quick more comments in between. Yes, it was Afrikaans. Chart request, Lance. Sorry, probably no time for a chart request today. Maybe. Looks a nice retracement towards the 0.5 fib. You're just wet my. You're flirting with me, Lance. Stop flirting with me with your Fibonacci talk. With your Fibonacci, I hear fib 0.5 and I get all. Maybe if we have time, I'll look at the time. If we have time, yeah, I'll do that. Possibly not, though. I'm going to be talking about reserve today. Hello, everyone. Nakas O'Reilly. Good to see you, bro. Another brilliant day. It is a lovely day in Melbourne today. It's very nice. The sun is shining through my window hugely, bigly, as 47 would say. Well, we just did that. The wet season has started up here. GMS at Art Wolf Stacker. I haven't seen you on the show before, Art Wolf. I don't recognize that name. GMS. G'day, Art Wolf. Are you a new live contributor? It sounds like you've been watching for a while, but are you a new live contributor? $48.66. Yes, it is up a bit. That's correct. Ethereum's at 6K AUD. Yup. 56, big call, Tony. 56 Australian dollars for silver by the end of December. Cool. I'm not making a bet with you, mate, because you just win them all the time. So, hey, your soothsayer is here. Chat mum, you heard it first. Hit the like button, people. Yes, please. Black Coal, hey, it's been a while. Good to see you. Black Coal and Peter Axiom. Greetings from Qingdao. I'm going to say Qingdao, but I'm probably butchering that. My apologies. China. We've got people from China watching as well. So, Peter, welcome to the show. I haven't seen you on the channel before, so obviously you must be either a long-time subscriber, first-time live chatter, or maybe first new subscriber, new live chatter. It's great to see you. This is what the Good Morning Stackers community, the GMS family, is all about, filming this community. Sorry, was the... you're making... It really is wet season. Oh, now you're really talking about the 0.618 fib. Well, I may have to check that out. Also RSI. Also RSI close to support. Stop. Oh, I'm a little flushed. Peter Axiom is, I'm from Melbourne just on holiday. You're watching me on holiday? Peter, that's a very big compliment. You're watching me from on holiday. Well, I really appreciate that. What time? Give me 1 second. Time. China. It's a big country, but... Oh, okay, it's 7 a.m. Okay, 7 a.m. Cool. This really is Good Morning Stackers for you. Good to see. All right. So I'm going to talk about Russia, and we're about to talk about it. Cool. Final comments? Yeah, that'll be that. All right. You keep me sane. Oh, good. You're one of the people that keeps me doing this show. Thanks, Peter. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the new SEC chair nomination from Trump. Trump has nominated Paul Atkins as the new Security and Exchange Commission's chairperson. Okay, we'll quickly show you an article about that, and we're going to talk about why that's big for crypto in particular, and we're going to tie this to the crypto that I'm going to talk mainly about today, which is reserve rights, RSR. This will be very interesting. Let me share the screen first, and we'll talk about Paul Atkins. Okay, this is from the Financial Times. Don't know them, don't know if they're any good, don't know if they're just a total rag or whatever, but I just picked the first article I saw. That didn't have an ad blocker. Crypto advocate Paul Atkins picked as SEC chair by Donald Trump. Okay, president-elect also names, whatever, don't care about that person. Donald Trump has nominated cryptocurrency advocate Paul Atkins to chair the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, drawing cheers from across the finance industry as it hopes for a more favorable regulatory climate under the incoming administration. Quote, Paul is a proven leader for common sense regulations. Yeah, give me a sec. Let me go back to my post on this and we can read it. Where are we? Crypto. See you there. No, here it is right there. Let's read the exact thing. From Trump. Said, I am delighted to announce the nomination of Paul Atkins to be the next chairman of the blah, blah, blah. Paul is a proven leader for common sense regulations. He believes in the promise of robust, innovative capital markets. He's very pro-free market that are responsive to the needs of investors and that provide capital to make our economy the best in the world. He also recognizes that digital assets and other innovations are crucial to making America greater than ever before. There'll be so much winning, you'll just get tired of the winning. And I wrote here, I'll come back to that. No, I'll come back to that. So it's a proven leader. Trump said in a post on Truth Social. We said that. In another significant move, that's another thing. Atkins and Slater must be confirmed by the US Senate. Yes. They did not immediately respond to requests for comment. That's okay. Industry participants hailed the nomination of Atkins, who served as the SEC commissioner from 2002 to 2008. GFC, that was kind of late in his reign, and later founded Potomac Global Partners, a risk management consultancy. Quote, we look forward to working with him to rebuild the public's trust and confidence in the agency. Chris Iacovella, President and Chief of the ASA, American Securities Association, said in a statement, the finance industry has had a fractious relationship with the current SEC chair, Gary Gensler. Yep, crypto people do not like him. And when he announced his resignation, XRP went boop, 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 who was pursued as a broad rulemaking agenda and tough enforcement stance, clamping down on traditional Wall Street players as well as cryptocurrency businesses. Gensler targeted many of the big crypto companies with lawsuits and declined to craft, this is the main thing, declined to craft rules for digital assets, arguing many tokens were securities and that existing laws were sufficiently clear. No. He branded the sector a Wild West. Yes. Rife with fraud and investor risk. Yes, because it's crypto has been the Wild West. But that's why, Gary, they kept asking, hey, regulate us. We want to be part of you. Regulate us, Gary. Give us the rules. And Gary went, no, screw you. So glad he's out. Atkins is expected to adopt a friendlier approach to crypto. Yes, he wants to work with it. He said on a podcast last year that a fragmented US financial regulatory network increases costs and risks producing rules that impede innovation. I love this guy. Already, that sounded like Trump then. I love this guy. In relation to crypto, Atkins said that the SEC, quote, should be there with its ear to the ground, accommodate activity that is not criminal, obviously, and then enable markets to flourish. Oh, chef's kiss. Because if it challenges incumbents and helps it bring down costs for investors and for people who are trying to raise capital, I mean, that's the reason why we have financial markets. I would make sweet love to you straight away, Paul Atkins, if I could. I'd have to ask my wife first, but Crypto advocates applauded the nomination. Yes, quote, the past 4 years under Chair Gensler was a non-stop anti-crypto crusade, said Kristen Smith, CEO at Blockchain Association. Paul Atkins will offer a new perspective anchored by a deep understanding of the digital asset ecosystem. This doesn't go for too long, hopefully. Atkins been a critical of the US audit watchdog. Okay. During his previous stint at the SEC, Atkins pushed to reduce the organization's budget. This is interesting. Look at this. Okay. This is called credibility. He worked at the SEC and he hang on, also a critical of the watch. Oh, sorry, public company looked to reduce the budget of that place. Sorry. Anything else? I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, that's it for Paul Atkins. That's the man right there. I kiss the ground you walk on. No, we don't deify anyone, but it's very good to see. Deifying for DeFi. That's good. Okay, so let's talk about Paul Atkins. Let's talk about, I'm going to come back for a second. So that's Paul Atkins, and I'm going to tie all this in, but I might need to do a quick little timestamp. Let's tie in Paul Atkins being the potential, looking good, new SEC chairman to my favorite crypto of all time. And this is not a joke. I've been in this current crypto. I have previously been in this crypto in 2019, 2020. I'm going to tell you about its reserve rights, RSR. And this, if of any other crypto, it is the thing that I have resonated with the most. And as a precious metal stacker, and I'll say to you, first off, don't buy crypto if you don't want to buy crypto. Just buy precious metals. All you wonderful precious metal stackers, just do that. If there was going to be any crypto that you would want to get into for resonating with its message, and precious metal stackers would want to consider reserve rights in particular. Okay, and I'll show you in just a minute. So we'll quickly show you what reserve rights is, and then we'll tie it back to Paul Atkins as well, and I will do some price analysis on reserve at the same time. So let's share the screen. That's Paul Atkins, picked as the SEC chairman. Let's talk about quickly reserve rights. Reserve.org. Okay, let's talk about it. It's been in existence since 2018, technically. 2019, I think it was. I got into it in late 2019, early 2020-ish. Why? This is one of their statements, so their big statement. We want money that doesn't inflate like USD, but isn't volatile like Bitcoin. We believe money should be an index of the world's assets. So this is very much, this crypto is in the RWA, the real world assets area. But man, what it's doing, and its mission is to, I've watched lots of interviews with Nevin, the CEO. They're very against the current monetary system. They love gold and all that kind of stuff, but they're trying to do this different way. We believe money should be an index of the world's assets: stocks, bonds, gold, real estate, and more. But here's the thing, we aren't building that currency directly. What they're doing is an open source type of thing. We build the reserve protocol, which lets anyone, me, you, anyone, create a new currency backed by one-to-one by a collection of tokenized assets. Okay, so they believe in free market. They believe in competition. They believe in let the best currency win. They do not believe in the domination of the US dollar, for example, which is very interesting because Trump wants to keep the US dollar going. I get that. But they want to, again, money should be an index of the world's assets. Okay, so a basket of. Okay, today the ecosystem is focused on helping individuals, treasuries, and DOs fight inflation. So they're all about fighting inflation. There's been many videos, and what you can do is, if you want, and I won't do it now because it goes for 30 minutes, but this is their big pitch, okay, for their big main mission. Okay, so if you go to reserve.org, go to the About section, and you can read the 30-minute intro. It talks about inflation. It talks about the money supply. It talks about all those things that stackers talk about 1913 and all that kind of stuff, right? They're on the same page. They're just wanting to do it in a slightly different way, a more technological way, not just go back to a gold-backed currency. For example, they want a basket of assets. I am the most aligned with this crypto of any other crypto that I am currently in. Okay, again, I was in it for a while. I got out of it, and I've been back in for the last month or so. And I'll show you the price in just a second. It had a massive pump just in the last couple of days for a specific reason, which I will tie to. This is a Medium article here. Lots of different articles to read. Okay, preserving your purchasing power. Even listen to the language. Preserving your purchasing power with asset-backed currencies. Okay, you can also stake your RSR to get some kind of return. You're risking your RSR in case there's an imbalance in stuff, but you get a return for staking your RSR. And here, just recently, they decided to reduce their emissions, meaning reduce the incoming supply of it. Reducing RSR emissions, hard coding the supply curve to emulate Bitcoin. Okay, so their tagline just recently is, Reserve Rights has the same supply as XRP, 100 billion tokens, and it has adopted the same supply curve as Bitcoin. Okay, so they're really trying to make this stable. And you can read all their other things. And the final thing, go to their frequently asked questions page. So it's Reserve. At some point, I'll link to it somewhere. Read their frequently asked questions. Okay. Again, I've been into these guys for a while. And let me go back. This is what I wrote about this on X earlier this morning. Actually, no, I have to, because breaking. Trump officially nominates Paul Atkins as SEC chairman. This is an historic day for crypto, and in particular, RSR, Reserve Protocol, whom Paul was an advisor to. The price pumped Reserve, RSR, and I'll show you the Reserve price in just a second. The price pumped 170% on the mere rumor of the news of Paul Atkins becoming SEC chairman. Imagine what it could do now for Reserve and for the whole crypto universe. Paul is a pro-free market, pro-regulated crypto. Reserve has from day one, this is true because I've witnessed it, have from day one of their project's inception been all about having their ducks in a row regulation-wise, and have at every step looked to work closely with governments to bring crypto and a new form of sound money to the masses. Again, a basket of assets, gold, silver, etc., precious metals are part of that. Okay. The CEO recently stated they will be looking forward to working closely with the new administration, and this nomination of Paul Atkins proves it's likely they will be a day to celebrate for all legitimate crypto projects. Don't take everything I say with a grain of salt. Don't listen to anything I would do. If there's one crypto that aligns with precious metal stackers, it is Reserve. I ask you just to research it if you want to get into crypto. Okay, particularly I think Reserve for a longer term, not just in this current crypto cycle, for the longer term as well. And let's prove that, by the way. You want to find a little bit more out about Reserve Protocol. So we're going to I asked Grok, I prepared this earlier, I asked Grok who were the Reserve Protocol's seed investors. They're the ones who, you know what a seed investor is. Okay, Reserve Protocol seed investors include notable figures and institutions such as Peter Thiel, co-founder of PayPal, Sam Altman, president of Y Combinator. Sam Altman, big in AI and all that. You know who Sam Altman is. Coinbase Ventures, the investment arm of Coinbase, which is probably the most well-known normie crypto buying exchange. Okay, it's the sort of the one click and you're done, not buy orders and sell orders and exchanges and all that. It's just the I buy Bitcoin, press button, right? It's that. Coinbase is the most well known. I would just like to let you know that out of interest, Coinbase Ventures, seed invested Reserve Protocol RSR token is not yet listed on Coinbase. Also, Digital Currency Group, a conglomerate focused on blockchain and digital currency initiatives. Out of interest, Digital Currency Group are the larger parent company for companies like CoinDesk and Grayscale as well. Grayscale invests in a whole bunch of different things. And I don't know who that is, James Glassock. I also asked a second question, and I already gave away the answer. Who are and were RSR's Reserve Protocol's advisors? The advisors for Reserve Protocol have been included Paul Atkins, former SEC commissioner. His involvement has been highlighted in recent discussions, especially concerning regulatory aspects of the project. He was noted for his advisory role in establishing a legal foundation for Reserve Protocol. He literally helped them found the legal work on the legal foundation for Reserve Protocol. He is now the nominated SEC chairperson. Okay. He's no longer no longer technically an advisor. He stepped away for a little bit. I don't know when. But those dudes know each other very well. And also the CEO, as I said, Nevin, the CEO of Reserve Rights, he recently said in a video, hey, we're looking forward to working with the new administration. I have a feeling he knew ahead of time that Reserve Rights was going to have a bit of a pump. Let's take a look at Reserve Rights. This is RSR token. This is on the HTX exchange, which used to be called Huobi. They changed their name September last year to HTX. This is the one chart. This is the chart I've been following since 2019, 2020. Yeah, May 2019 is when this is the very first, pretty much the first exchange that listed it. Huobi back then. So I rode some of that wave. It had a high of 11 cents. I was getting in down here. I sold some up here. I didn't sell out of it, all that sort of stuff. I rode some wave. I sold out. I got back in ish, round here-ish kind of. And then in the last 24 hours, because of the potential news, and was a rumor at this stage, it was probably locked in with the insiders, it had a 170% move right here. So this is yesterday, well, technically day before yesterday. Oh, it's now had it's a 190% move, nearly 200% move. Okay, it's looking a little overextended, I will say. Okay, I had a little bit of a double top just there. It did on the hourly time frame, just so you know, that little spike there. This was the rumor. Okay, this was the sell after the rumor, and this was the news that Paul Atkins is now actually has been nominated, and then it went bloop like that. We are currently hovering around the resistance area. What's this resistance area on RSR? It is based on this previous level of support and this previous level of resistance. You won't know because you've never seen me show this before. This was back here. I had this drawn in way back here. Okay, I've just recently extended it as of this morning. And we are in that area right now. From a technical perspective, if we can close this month, this week would be good. If we start closing this week above, and I'll have to let me just move that a little bit so you can see it. I'll pop it there. That's at about, yes, that 0.02, 0.0, so 2.3 cents roughly, 2.3 cents. Let me put that on silent. If it can close the week above 2.3 cents, and the price is currently at 2.2 cents, if it can close the week above there, that's really, really positive for a continuing pump. Bear in mind, we just pumped 190%, so a sell-off, a bit of a downward movement, not surprising. Although I am very bullish for this in the longer term over the current crypto cycle, and actually in the preceding years, the following years after that. They're the company that, if out of any other company, is really trying to work to be fully regulated and do all the things right legally from a regulation perspective. I'm not even mentioning what they do. Oh my God, I'm not even mentioning that. How do I quickly say it? In South America, in Venezuela, in South America, in Guatemala, I think it is now, they've been trying to, one of their main reasons for getting into, for doing this project was to bring stable currency to the masses. So a number of years ago, they introduced reserve rights, RSR and all these other stuff into Venezuela, so people could not be ravaged by inflation in Venezuela. So it's very popular in Venezuela. They've moved to a bunch of different South American countries, Argentina, I think Guatemala as well. So they've got a lot of active users in the South American countries, okay? And they're doing that first, and then they're hopefully going to bring that to the US, quite possibly, okay? I can't tell you more about how bullish I am and how excited I am for RSR. So it's actually not my biggest bag at the moment. My biggest bag is GRT, the graph, but I'm the most aligned with its vision, RSR, and I'm very positive for it. And this is great news for Paul Atkins being the SEC chairman, and they very much seems they're going to work together. Everything I say is not financial advice. This might not pump, and it might go and just crash. It might be a sell on the news event. This could just crash all the way down, and we're screwed. Okay. That's fair enough. Let's take a look at some technicals, though. Let's do some Fibonacci, maybe? Let's do some Fib. Let's take the old high and the old low. Is there any confluence with the Fib? Right there, Fibonacci. No, we're not even at. Now, out of interest, yeah, that's about, well, that's previous resistance right there. That's at the 0.236. Technically, if you wanted, let me put it this way. If I were looking at reserve rights for the very first time and someone had given me this as a chart request and I didn't know what it did, here's what I would have been saying. I would have been saying, that's great to see the bottom. It's great to see that pump, but we're not over the 0.236 yet. That's at the 3 cent mark. As you know, I put in my getting interested lines, okay? Technically, I would be telling you, what's that? Let's call it 3 cents to be safe. 3 cents getting interested. I've got to stick with the message. I've got to stick with the technical analysis, all right? I'm very bullish on this, but you might not want to get into RSR, if you would even consider it, until it starts closing months, not spikes. Spikes mean shit. Closing months, and not weeks, I'd say the month. So if it closed December, and particularly if it closed the year, because the year is coming up. Oh, look at the yearly. Oh, Mama Cass. All right, Mama Cass with a ham sandwich. If you, that is definitely, I almost want to call that the getting excited line, but I would call it the getting interested line because it is the 0.236 Fibonacci. If you start closing this month, and technically it would be this year, above 3 cents, I would be very bullish for that in the following year coming, okay? We're not there yet. If you wanted to wait, you could wait until the 3 cent mark. We, as I said, on the hourly time frame, look, on the 4 hourly, we've been extremely overvalued. A move down into the normal territory, so a retrace from here, not surprising. Where would be a decent support level? Maybe at the 50% mark. So anywhere between there and there, you're talking about your 1.3 to 1.5 US cents mark, okay, 0.014, 0.015, 0.013 would be the halfway point between the top and the in this pump, around about there-ish. Okay, that would be a good entry point. You'd want to look at the relative strength index. It's creeping back up. But yeah, just be aware it's had a big pump, nearly 200%. A lower prices for me wouldn't be surprising, but it also wouldn't surprise me if it just went because of the SEC chairman thing. But technically, if you wanted to wait for the getting excited line, you could do that. The final hurdle, the getting excited line is here. So that's my getting excited. My getting interested. My getting excited is here at 4.5 cents. 4.5 cents, getting excited. You can tell I'm already a bit excited about this, okay? And I probably shouldn't be. I've got to really manage my emotions on this. And I would say the final hurdle, I would really want to say the final hurdle is here at 6 cents, but no, that's not the final. Again, my final hurdle for new all-time highs. That's what my final hurdle is, okay? So I'm going to put it here at, again, the 0.786. It's always the one. So that's at 7.5 cents. Let's call it 7.5 cents. Final hurdle for new all-time highs. Okay, that's what the final hurdle means. If when you start cracking above and closing months, weeks, good months preferably, above 7.5 US cents, that would signal to me, oh, you've closed above here at like 8 cents. It's closed at 8 cents. We're getting a new all-time high in RSR, basically, 99% chance, okay? But you may want to play the range, okay? You may want to be a conservative person, which is good. Let's say you decide to, none of this is financial advice, let's say you decide to wait and we close a week or a month above you probably want to look at the month preferably and watch for the end of the year at above 3 cents. So let's say you get in at around about, don't listen to me by the way, let's say you see it at about 3 cents, 3.1 cents, right? And you go, great, I'm in RSR, fantastic. What would be an area that I would look at cashing out a bit of in order to, make sure I'm not losing anything, all right? So here at the getting excited line at 4.5 cents, that's a 50% gain. Here at the final hurdle is a 133% gain. What do we say? We say sell half on double. Now now I would be very much watching right here. See that spike? Should that be my getting excited line? No, but watch here. At 6 cents would be a major level of resistance right there. Oh, do I do that? No, it's too close to the final hurdle, so no, I'll keep it there at 4.5 cents. You might get in after the getting interested line and you get out at around about the 6 cent mark. That's a 90% move. You might want to cheat it and wait for the pure 100% move. You sell half on double, recoup your initial investment, and then you just free ride the rest. And then you see what happens. Okay, let's talk about higher prices than that. If we break the 7.5 final hurdle, so I would say, my TP1, I'm going to say here is my take profit 1. TP1, 6 cents. That's if you're getting in at the getting interested line. That's if you're already in here, okay? Look at taking some profits at 6 cents. I will look at taking some profits at 6 cents, okay? Look at taking some profits at the final hurdle, because sometimes the final hurdle is just that. It's a hurdle and it's not necessarily taken out, okay? It's a very key level, the 0.786 Fibonacci from a clear all-time high and all-time low, right there. Clear high, clear low. That's the all-time low, clear high, clear low. TP2 is at 7.5 cents. TP1 is at 6 cents. Let's talk about higher prices breaking the all-time high. Out of interest, I would say, again, I like to use the 2.618 and the 4.236. This is just me. Other technical analysis people go, you're crazy, dude. What the hell are you talking about? Okay, I'm going to put it in here as my a major profit-taking area, and that is between 30 to 50 cents right there. That's not that. I want that. 0.23. Ignore the time frame, okay? I'm just popping it in a rough kind of end of normal cycle. That's there, okay? So 30 to 30 cents to 50 cents major profit taking. I would not be taking all of your profits here. You would sell a good portion of your bag at 30 to 50 cents. That's from here. What's that? From right here, from 3 cents, that's it's a more than a 10 times move. That's a 10 bagger. That's a 10 bagger at 30 cents, 3 cents to 30 cents, basically. And to 50 cents, that's a 1,500% move. Hey, would you like to make 1,500%? Is that pretty good in, 6 to 9 months' time? Not bad, hey. I would not sell out of all of it. That would be the major area. And I'll just get rid of the Fibonacci for a second. And then we'll finish this and finalize everything. Out of interest, here is your $1 mark. I'm not saying RSR is going to $1 just there. It's that psychological $1 value. I'm just saying that's where it is. Look at it from let's see, where's the timeline for the normal? Here's where the crypto run finishes normally, okay? Normally October to December. I'm going to put it in, I'll mid-wit it. I'll mid it at November. It could be earlier than that. We could top in the crypto cycle this year in March. It's kind of anywhere between nowish and October to December. But that's kind of your area where the usual top cycle would occur. Is that unreasonable? Is $1 unreasonable from here by then? No, it's not. It's not unreasonable, okay? Here is the $3.30 XRP high, the previous XRP high. The thing is, XRP will probably be higher than $3.30 at that point. That's the previous all-time high for XRP. As I said before, Reserve has the same circulation, the same number of tokens in existence, 100 billion, same as XRP. I just put that in there for shits and giggles. It's $3.30. Is $3.30 out of the realm of possibility? That's getting creepy. That's creeping up there. That's more unreasonable. I would say $1, while maybe not, I mean, that's very reasonable. 30 to 50 cents in this, if this continues in this crypto climate, if it continues the way we hope it does, bloody doable. An extra 100% from there, an extra 100%. What's that between friends? Between 50 cents and $1. This is the thing. This is the psychological thing. Okay, you got to understand. We're at 3 cents now, so everyone goes $1. Wow, man, that's a stretch. Yep, until it gets to 10 cents, until it breaks the all-time high, which is 11 cents. You start breaking the all-time high. Now you're in the fractions of $1. You're within 10 cents. Oh, that's only 10 times from $1, right? All these new people, I broke an all-time high. How many times have you seen a crypto or precious metals or whatever and go, we just broke the all-time high? We're in price discovery. And then people go, 10 cents, man, that's so close to $1. That's not that far. $1 RSR isn't unreasonable. $3.30, yeah, getting a bit up there. $5, $10, yeah, probably not. $1 in this crypto climate, it's doable. Okay, do not take anything I say take everything I say with a grain of salt. 30 to 50 cents is your kind of your mid area, and that's the area you'd be looking to take a bulk of your profits and free ride the rest, just in case you get there. You may decide with reserve rights, because of what it is and what it does, and the income that you can earn from staking it, you might decide to never sell it because you might be getting more on a sort of I hate to use this word, but passive income basis. Okay, I don't like using that word. It has a bad connotation. But yeah, that is reserve rights. That is Paul Atkins is the SEC chairman. Hopefully he gets nominated and hopefully he's been nominated. Hopefully he gets confirmed. And that's the tie-in between the two. Cannot recommend it more highly, a crypto, if you were to get into crypto. All right, 71 people watching. This is the record amount of people watching. Very good to see all of you. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the Good Morning Stackers family. I do a daily live show all about precious metals and crypto, stacking silver, Satoshi, stacking skills. We talk about other stuff here. Let me do the final comments because it's really all about the GMS family right here. Super chats are on. We're rocketing towards 1,000 subscribers. The larger we get, and we're going to be getting larger because crypto is going through the roof. And by the way, for you crypto people watching, there will come a time where you will be needing to, in my humble opinion, move a portion of your newly crypto millionaire people that you're all going to be into the safe haven of precious metals. Let me tell you that as almost financial advice. You are going to be wanting to buy some gold. You are going to be wanting to buy some silver. I've been a stacker of precious metals, and I've worked in the precious metals industry since 2013. You would like to follow me for that. Don't just think about what you're going to do with your crypto winnings at the end of this crypto cycle. You've got to think of the future as well. Where are we within the capital rotation of precious metals in the stock market? Okay. For example, you might be getting your crypto winnings and going, I'm going to buy the S&P 500 and just park on that. Yep, but what's the S&P 500 doing in relation to precious metals? Are precious metals in a capital rotation event where they're highly outperforming the stock market? Look at precious metals, and you would want to follow me to, at least what you would want to follow me to be updated on that, because you get weekdaily precious metals analysis and crypto at the moment. Oh, come on. I'm going to go back through the comments, but Tony Peterson says crypto is the gateway drug to CBDC. There will not be CBDCs. There will not be central bank digital currencies as far as Trump is concerned. As far as the USA is concerned, as far as Australia is concerned, can we have a Trump-like figure, please, for Australia? That would be really nice. Thank you. Let's go all the way back through the comments, and then we'll get out of here. Okay. Greetings. The China thing. We did the China thing. You keep me sane. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. A few Melburnians on live. Yes. I have more Vic customers than any other single state. Yes. Victorians are huge stackers. Stacking is strong in Victoria. Yep, absolutely. There will be some hit and misses with Trump's team selection. Of course, there'll be hit and misses. You never hire the perfect people straight away, of course. And more women customers than men in the Northern Territory. As we realized, Tony, I think you were on the show yesterday. You were, because you were telling me how cute I was. Thank you. There's an inordinate amount of female stackers who watch this show. Like the female to male ratio is larger than the normal stacking community. Wonder why. Let's see. Sounds like... Oh, Jason. I love Jason very much, just so everyone knows. And Jason loves that I call him this. Jason is our token lefty, and he's our token contrarian. I like that. Jason says, token sounds like this guy is just going to help the billionaires become bigger billionaires. Why? Can you back that up with some evidence there, Jason? Got a little bit of evidence there, Jason? Yeah, thanks, that's great. Why? Why is that the case? That he's just going to help the billionaires become bigger billionaires? No, he's reserve, as I just said, and this was before I talked about reserve. So I'm sure I'll read the comments. I'm sure somewhere down in the comments, Jason, you've gone, I'm so sorry, Joe, I was wrong. But no, Paul Atkins was an advisor to RSR, to Reserve. Reserve has been all about the third world countries as such. The Venezuela, they're really trying to help the world fight inflation. They are so against just one monetary currency, one currency. Okay, they like baskets of assets and all that stuff. And Paul, if he was working with Reserve have that kind of mindset. Paul Atkins is a free market guy. Free market people love competition. The US dollar is it's the biggest monopoly in the world. Okay, that doesn't track with my understanding of Paul Atkins and my understanding of Reserve and all that. The women buy investment to get out of a dire situation. Okay, Turbo. Okay, Armando Meza. We will talk about Turbo for just a second. That's fine. Turbo. I'm getting a lot of new watches and new comments. This is good. Turbo 0.0087 is getting. Oh, is it? I've got my first spammer, I think, in a good way. It's getting a Coinbase listing soon. Don't say something that you don't know that's not sure, Armando. I won't have that on the channel, but I hear you're confident with the crypto, and that's good. So Turbo's getting a Coinbase listing soon. Guys, don't sleep on it before it goes all the way up and you miss. I don't know. I haven't heard any rumors about that. Assume that a Coinbase listing is not going to happen unless Coinbase have said it is. Top 1% of Bitcoin owners own 92.85% of all Bitcoin. We're just small fries. Yes. There's a lot of Bitcoin that's been lost, and there's a lot of Bitcoin that's been locked up as well. Look at Satoshi's coins. Never coming back. Australia is tightening up regulations on crypto exchanges. That's a good thing in the long run. We want that to be. We want it to be more in the normal regulatory space. Should invest in gallium since China banned its export to the USA. Interesting. ASX NIM. I won't have a time to do a chart request today, but can you remind me of that? The best way to give me chart requests these days is going to be to follow me on X. Okay, it's definitely going to be the best way. So send me a DM right here. If you're just new to the channel and you just joined the live show, if you have a request for a chart that you want me to look at, I take a look at a live chart every single day. Sometimes I just did RSR because it's one of my favorites. It is my favorite crypto. Send me a private message. Send me a DM through x.com/Joe in general. That's the current username. I may be changing that soon, but I'll keep that for a little bit longer. Do that, please, because I will get the message there. ASIC posted new crypto Australian regulation exchanges requirements. Good. Hey Joe, can you check out Stellar? Don't have time. XLM is on fire. Yeah, it's having a bit of consolidation at the moment. Gerald Draper, more news coming on BlackRock Vanguard and another entity on market rigging, and with Federal Reserve Corporation backdoor deals during pandemic with Coinbase allegations. Oh, Coinbase allegations of overselling BTC. With Coinbase allegations of overselling, BTC could send. Okay, I probably ripples. Oh, I think that's what you're trying to say. Didn't get that fully. I would have to mark it. Yeah, okay. Intended GMS. Okay. Crypto is the gateway drug. Yeah, we did that one. I hope all the rigging gets exposed and people sent to jail. Yes, anyone who does rigging should get sent to jail. Get chills when I hear the words BlackRock and Vanguard. Have had XLM and XRP since 2021. Good on you, mate. Well, you've done well on XRP just recently, and XLM too. Good stuff. To the moon, he says. I love hearing about others making profit on crypto, though. Absolutely. We celebrate all the successes here at GMS. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to break 100 watches. I'm about to do a 100 watches dance. Crypto is approaching harvest season. Harvest season, I think we're possibly getting into a short-term top. I posted this today. Let me just show you what I share you what I showed. Show you what I shared on X. I posted this morning. And take note of this, people. Take note. Here's what I posted this morning. I'm not sleeping as well as normal at the moment. I'm not. Staying up too late, watching the crypto charts. Yep. Waking up early, getting woken up by the kids, but then normally I'll go back to sleep. I get woken up by one of them, stirring, and then I'll go back to sleep. Waking up early and then not going back to sleep. Instead, you guessed it, check the crypto charts immediately. This could be a short-term top signal. Yep, seriously. You have to be aware of your own emotions and behavioral patterns. I'm not selling anything, which I'm not, just saying I'm feeling very optimistic right now. Wouldn't call it euphoric though, yet. So that's my current thing. I've really got to make sure I'm watching my emotions, and you've got to make sure you watch your own emotions. We have 101 live watchers, 102. Who am I? I am Joe Main. Follow me on X at Joe in general. I do this weekday live show called Good Morning Stackers. You've just missed a whole hour and a bit. We talk about precious metals. We talk about crypto. The crypto of the day was reserve rights RSR. And then I will chop up this. I'll put time codes in the video. I chop this up and I put little excerpts of this live show on YouTube and on X. So watch out for the smaller ones as well. But hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. But as I was saying this morning, I've really got to look at my emotions. And I feel tired. The last couple of nights I've been up close to midnight. That's unusual for me. I'm normally like your 10:30, your 11s these days. I've got 113 people watching. Well, 115. It's really climbing. You've really got to manage your emotions. So I'm just noting that. That might not mean anything, but I'm feeling very optimistic right now, particularly about that RSR pump, 190%. A lot of my crypto, and let me just show you very quickly. I'll show you my current quick port. You want to see my crypto port? There's a few too many. Okay, here's what I'm currently watching. I'm going to have to show you this way. I'm going to have to move this over. Okay, let me move this over. Can you see all this? Not all of these I'm in, but there's some of them I'm watching. I'm watching ADA, I'm watching Algo. Of course, I watch the Bitcoin dominance ratio, Bitcoin in different denominations, USD, of course. Doge I was in, but I'm not in at the moment. ENA, I just bought into ENA, okay. Ethereum, I have a little bit of just because of legacy stuff. Gala, I am in, and I talked about, as you know, I talked about Gala. This is where a lot of you are coming from Twitter, from X, from my Gala post, okay? It's having a nice little pump, so I'm in Gala at the moment. The reason why I'm showing you this is because this is what I'm looking at in the mornings and at nighttime. I'm just spending a bit too much time. By the way, GRT, the graph, oh, it's been looking good. Ooh, it is looking a bit toppy here. Okay, GRT, the graph, looking a little bit toppy. We're at the top end of that resistance line. It needs to really quickly break through relative strength. Why am I doing a technical analysis on this? I shouldn't. I'm just showing you the graph here. I'm about to get out here. Loon C, I just legacy thing. NMT, I've got a smattering of. Omnom, I was looking at, I'm not in at the moment. I was in, I'm not in. Ondo, I just got into recently. Opulus, I just got into recently. These are all things I've either had previously, like little smatterings of from the previous cycle, and I've still got them because I just held them through the bear market. Pepe, I was in, I'm not anymore, but I'm just watching it. Render, I'm in. RSR, I'm definitely in, which we just spoke about. Sol, I don't have any of, but I'm just watching. It's one of the majors. Sui, I don't have. Tal is a different thing. Tal's actually a stock. Tia, I have a little bit of Tia. Toshi is my main meme play. That's on Base Chain. It's a cat coin. Toshi, out of interest, is the name of Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase. The CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, has a cat named Toshi, and this is one of the main meme coins on Toshi. Brett is doing very well as a meme coin on Base Chain, but Toshi, I think, still got a good ways to go. XLM, I'm just watching it. XRP, I was just recently in. I just swapped some of my XRP for Render. I think it was that. Yeah, so I did a nice little mini profit on XRP and put it into Render, but I'm still watching XRP because I think it's probably, it's got some ways to go. We're just in a bit of a consolidation period at the moment. If you want me to look at any of those specifically, let me know in the DMs on x.com. 2,680 followers, and hit the big red subscribe button on YouTube to join the GMS family. I've got 130 watchers right now. Do we have any comments, any questions? If you're watching us just for the first time again, the first hour and a bit of the show, I did precious metals analysis, as I always do, gold, silver, platinum, precious metals related, and then I do a crypto focus related. We haven't looked at Bitcoin today. Oh, I focused. Don't worry about Bitcoin. It's fine. I looked at reserve rights. Any final questions and queries before we get out of here? I'll read some more comments. Lots of comments coming through. And thanks for watching, everyone. Let's see. Ray says, I was going to buy more gold and silver, but thinking I might throw more money at them instead, at XRP and XLM. Okay. Three ladies. This is the thing. 3 ladies in a chat to do with crypto and precious metals. 3. That's a big ratio. 3 ladies in active chat some days. It's a great ratio. It's great to see. I got all the ladies in the house. My name is Joe Main, by the way. I've worked in the precious metals industry in Australia for 11 years, and now I do this crypto show, this stacking show, Precious Metals Crypto. Crypto is approaching harvest season. Yeah, taking some profits off the table, not a bad idea. Short, that's what I was talking about. My emotions right now, I'm not sleeping as well as I should. Glad to be here, says Gerald Drapel, that everyone has projects moving upward as well as doubling back to snatch more silver while down. That is the longer term play. Biggest investors in crypto and crypto mining are Vanguard and BlackRock. Okay, well, does that immediately mean you should be not invested in crypto because it's BlackRock, and Vanguard? No. You can ride that wave. You may disagree with them from a resonation perspective, from a philosophical perspective, but they're still going to do what they're going to do, and crypto's still going to do what it's going to do at the moment. Again, I've been in crypto since 2013, and I'm riding this crypto wave to increase my precious metals stack. And you crypto people watching for the first time, you should be seriously considering about precious metals at the end of this crypto cycle. And follow me to learn more about that. I leave a link on Vanguard and BlackRock and Texas Files to do your own research. Yeah. 102 watches? No, 140 watches currently. Lurking Lady. G'day, Mon. Great to see you on the channel. Let's see. More comments. One of my cats is called Stella. Does that count? Yes. 130 watches. 140 watches now. Woohoo! Let's see. Altcoins season. It really looks like it. Have a lovely evening, Gerald. All right. Yeah, even though we are at 137 watches, I am going to end it in the next couple of minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, what we do here at Good Morning Stackers at the end of the show, because many of you live watchers now missed the very start of the show, we do the synchronized slurp. That's where you grab a tasty beverage and I grab my tasty beverage and we slurp them together in the beginning of the show and at the end of the show as well, with a special music at the end, the theme song. It means you should be wary of lobbying behind crypto. Of course, be wary of lobbying behind crypto. Everything has lobbying. Beware of the lobbyists. Yep, totally agree. Couldn't agree more, Jason. Our token lefty. We love you, my contrarian friend. Dang, 140. Ondo being one. Ondo's great. Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been Good Morning Stackers for December the 5th, 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, let's dance it out. This has been
Good Morning Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good Morning Stack.
Oh yeah.
Podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do the
Synchronized slurp. Now we're
in
on
3,
the move.
2, 1. Slurp it, people.
Good Morning Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Woo, thanks so much for watching. You'll get another one tomorrow morning. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking, and I'll see you then. Cheers.